I often walk along this beach. This is the beach in Aberdeen Harbour, and I quite often walk along here in the mornings getting inspiration for pieces. But my kind of inspiration with water goes back right the way until I was about 9 years old. I fell into a river in Dimlligwy, which is in North Wales, and I couldn't swim at the time. I still can't swim. And I just felt as I was falling under the water that this was it, that I was about to die. And an enormous warmth came over me, a great sense of peace, which I had never experienced before. And when I came out of the water, I was helped out. I sought out what that was. What is this great mystery, this great feeling that I had?
Even at the age of 9?
Yeah, yeah. I kind of knew that my life was finite at that point, and I wanted to find out what this great power was that had comforted me.
And what happened?
Well, I sought out the church, and I became a choir boy, and I started singing. And I then found in that music of the composers like Tallis and Gibbons and Tompkins, I found something in those words.
How do you find having a faith in the 21st century?
It can be difficult, and I remember when I suddenly realised that there was this extra force, and I knew it was God.
You knew it was God. How did you know it was God?
I just knew. I mean, it's one of those things, you can believe something and you can know something. And I just, almost from immediate coming out of that water, almost as if that water was a baptism for me, I knew that this was the truth. But it's not easy being a Christian. It's not easy saying to somebody, this is what I believe. So I've tried to find a way of getting my beliefs across without kind of hitting people over the head with them.
And that experience at 9 is still valid for you? I mean, we outgrow quite a lot of our childhood experiences, don't we?
That's right, but I think there are some things like love. You know, the first time you really understand what that is, you never forget it. And it's the same with this experience, because it was so profound, because it was so important to me. I relive it all the time, and it's something I try to capture in my music. I try to capture this sense of warmth, this sense of peace.
Tell me about Ubi Caritas. What struck me was the tremendous intimacy that you brought to that piece while at the same time giving it such universality.
That is really what it is to be a composer, I suppose, of sacred music, is to try to find something that's immediately personal but also can touch everybody. In that piece I had those wonderful words, written in the 4th century, in Latin, Ubi Caritas et amor, where there is charity and love, God is there. In other words, God is the face of love. You can't go wrong when you've got words like that, once you understand them and try to figure out a simple harmony, a simple piece of music that will just enforce them. It's a timeless process. It's been going on since before I was born, during my life, and will continue afterwards. And I've been lucky enough, God has given grace for me to be able to be part of this song that's going on, you know, and has been going on. As we were in the chapel earlier, people have been singing in there for hundreds of years. Now I've added my voice to that. Others will come afterwards and add theirs. And I just feel proud and humbled and privileged to be part of that great song.
Away.
Loving Father, we thank you for the gift of music, for its power to move us, uplift us, and fill our hearts with your love. We thank you for the joy of singing, the companionship, support and friendship that being in a choir gives us. And through the power of music, let us all join together in singing a song of unending praise.
And so to our final hymn from the National Youth Boys Choirs of Scotland. Next week, a special performance from the Military Wives as Pam introduces poetry and music for Advent, with guests Sheila Hancock and Sir Derek Jacobi, and seasonal hymns from St Albans Church in Bristol.